All right, I have my Google form. I hope you have yours with some more content developed as we personalize and add some features to this before we get to the actual settings. I've got a description and I've got 10 situations that I added in here. I've made them all mandatory so that you have to answer them. And now I'd like to add in a couple of graphics and I want to change the background color. You can even go in and change the fonts. So first, let's change the banner. We're going to go up here to the palette and customize the theme. They have colors you can choose from, obviously. They've also got images if something works with your content or if you have things coded one way or the other. I want to see what they know. I'm not sure any of these are really going to work, but you can see they're divided up and they add to them periodically. Depends on what it is you're trying to get across. Some of them are animated, which are kind of cool. Some of them don't maybe work for your content as well as others. I think I'll go with the bricks. When you do that, you then have some choices in background color and theme color if you want it to be darker or lighter or whatever suits you. You can change the contrasting background color. You've got four basic font styles. Basic is the basic one, obviously. The decorative font looks more like a script. A word of warning, I work with middle school students and lots of them can't read this. I discovered that the hard way when I had students who said, I can't read this. And so I had to stand over their shoulder and read it for them. I like the way it looks, but we're coming up on a generation that didn't learn how to do that. So consider your audience and be careful with that. Formal looks a little more formal. Playful looks a little more playful. It's up to you. I usually leave it at the default basic, but it's nice to change it some of the time. And that's just going to change the title and the questions. It does not change the answer choices. So that's your first basic set of changes. And close that sidebar. Now I'd like to add a couple of pictures. You can add a graphic with each answer choice. That's the symbol right here. You can also add a graphic with the question. So when you find something that works with what it is you wanted to do, like this one's about patents, select that question and click on this. You're going to get all the options that you're used to. If you already have a picture on your computer, you can upload it. If you want to use your webcam and take a snapshot, you can. If you know the URL of a graphic, you can do that. You can get it from one of your albums or from something you already have saved in Google Drive, or you can go out and search for whatever it is that you need to search for. And that's going to give you results from Google search images, live images, and stock images. All of them will be labeled for commercial reuse with modification, which is really nice, especially with the topic and what I'm trying to work with here with ethical behaviors. So I've now forgotten what I'm looking for. Let's go back. We want a patent. See if we can find some kind of a graphic that would help get that point across. Hey, here's a graphic. Here's one that goes, and it's going to tell you down here, this is from Wikipedia. We've got, it's labeled for use. That'll go along with my class, since it's a computer class. It'll also go along with the idea that this was a patent for this machine. You can select it and change the size if you'd like. I don't know that I need it to take up the whole screen. I'd like it big enough that they could tell what it was. You've got three little dots on that graphic as well that will let you left or center or right align it or change it or remove it completely, possibly add a caption if that's appropriate to what you're trying to do. And you can go through and add as many graphics or not for your form, whatever works for you. So there are your personalization settings and how to add a graphic in your Google form to make it a little more interesting and give your audience a little more to look at.